You believe a few science facts so strongly that they feel unquestionable. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you what's actually happening beneath some familiar ideas about air, perception, electricity, seasons, and your own body, and why they feel so convincing in the first place. Once you notice it in one place, you start seeing it everywhere. Take a breath, a normal one. I'll wait. Now, what happened? Nothing special. You've done it thousands of times without thinking about it. But what's moving into your lungs right now didn't begin with you. The air you're breathing has been here far longer than any person, any city, or any civilization. The atoms in that breath have passed through forests, oceans, fires, animals, and other humans over and over again. There is no such thing as new air. Every breath is recycled matter, moving through you briefly before continuing on. Once you realize that, breathing stops feeling like a private act and starts feeling like participation. Now consider something even closer, your own body. It feels solid, stable, and dark, especially in a quiet room. But your body is not as visually inactive as it feels. Through normal chemical reactions inside your cells, tiny amounts of light are constantly being produced. This light comes from energy released during metabolism, the same process that keeps you alive. You don't see it because it's far below what human eyes can detect, but sensitive cameras can. Which means this isn't metaphorical. Your body is emitting light all the time, not symbolically, just continuously. Once you know that, darkness stops being as empty as it seems. Think about the moment before a storm. The air changes, the smell shifts, and sometimes, before the first drop ever hits the ground, you already know rain is coming. That's not intuition, it's chemistry. When rain approaches, electrical activity in the atmosphere creates ozone, and moisture hitting dry ground releases compounds from plants and bacteria into the air. Your nose picks this up instantly. You are detecting a process before it fully arrives, which means you're not reacting to rain. You're sensing the environment reorganizing itself in advance. The future announces itself if you're paying attention. You were warned early to be careful around electricity and water. That warning works, and it keeps people safe. What often goes unnoticed is why. Electricity moves easily when charged particles can travel freely. In water, that movement comes from dissolved minerals and salts acting as carriers. This is why ocean water behaves differently from ultra-pure water. The danger isn't the liquid itself, it's what's moving inside it. Sometimes we navigate the world safely because we memorized a rule, even if we never learn the mechanism behind it. And once you notice that, you start questioning how many other rules work the same way. It feels natural to connect warmth with distance. Closer feels warmer, further feels colder. Earth's seasons follow a different rhythm. The planet is tilted. As it moves around the sun, that tilt changes how sunlight arrives, how directly it hits, and how long it stays. More direct light concentrates energy. Longer days allow warmth to build. And here's a detail that reshapes the picture. Earth's distance from the sun barely changes throughout the year. What changes is orientation. Once you see seasons as geometry, instead of proximity, the planet feels less like it's drifting through warmth and more like it's being angled into it. None of these ideas were foolish. They were efficient. They worked well enough to repeat, and simple enough to feel permanent. But there's always more happening beneath the surface. And once you start noticing that layer, the world becomes harder to simplify again. And you can rest with that. Good night.